but they didn't. But they didn't. Hello, everybody. Welcome into Friday night, March 6, 2026. 3626. We got a math problem for you if anyone's interested, by the way. Can't use a calculator. You got to take off your socks and your shoes and figure this out the old fashioned way. Catch it out live with the Zoom homies. The Zoom homies. We have Bill, we have Rich, we have Sam. We have a very grumpy Greg guy tonight. Just look at him. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
We have confirmed audio, so we'll kill that. Jamie was first in chat. Make sure everybody sends well wishes and prayers Jamie's way. She's in the possibility to get some bad weather yet tonight, maybe tomorrow. So she is preparing for it, and I do believe she's already prepared for it, which is a good thing. So Scott appears to be. Wait a minute. I thought Jamie was first. I thought it said. Well, apparently Scott was first. Hello, Chris.
Hello.
Followed by Galactic Volcano, followed by Tim Crew. I seen where Jamie got points. I don't know. Maybe I thought. Oh yeah, she says, "Hey y'all, I'm just prepping in the house for any storm so far." She was first, and then it was Scott, then it was Galactic Volcano, then it was Tim, then it was Long Dog. He said something about the lobby. Didn't realize I'd show a lobby, but were you talking about my Da Vinci machine with the big red purple orb in it? That could be it. John Williams says hi. Yeah, I hope she gets through the weather. I reached out to Alex earlier today before I fell asleep. Like, what's her name? Rapunzel. Wait, was it Rapunzel? No, Rapunzel didn't fall asleep. Who fell asleep? Hello, Tim. Tim's in Zoom. John says hi. Hello, John.
Sleeping Beauty?
Possibly sleeping. I was thinking there was one where she went to sleep and she slept for a long time or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's Sleeping Beauty.
All right, let's go with Sleeping Beauty. Works for me. I laid down to take a nap earlier today because I didn't feel very well, and I intended to get up a little bit before 8, cook my dinner, schedule the stream, do a trailer, and everything be fine. Never happened. I think I woke up at 8:30-ish, give or take a couple minutes. I did get a thumbnail made courtesy of Bill Dawson. Thank you, Bill. And then I went and got the numbers and I plastered them in there. So Greg says first. We got to teach Greg how to count. But you gotta love his attitude to keep trying. She's okay for now.
I was first on both.
Well, I think I can go all
Nobody was displayed.
You are correct. You at 9:02 p.m. it says first again. And then Scott says it was rigged. And it was not. He was not on Zoom. There was only Bill, Rich, myself, and Sam. That was it. So it wasn't rigged. And I do not give up heads warning. I don't say, "Hey John, get ready, be first." I don't do that. Maybe I should. Maybe I should create a new membership level. I'm kidding. Thick fog. Yeah, we are currently still 74 degrees. I have every window and every door open in my house because when I burnt dinner, I wasn't paying attention to it. And oh my gosh, does it stink in here? It was chicken, by the way. It was good. It was good. John thinks that's pretty funny. Yeah, I'm kidding about that, by the way. I'm leaving it at 99 cents. And I think Tony Wallow's still on the golfing membership or whatever I called it at $14.95, which was a joke. And I do need to make that go away. I think I'll do that tonight, actually. So did not get to see Sheriff Country. Did not get to see Fire Country. I will catch it out of the West at 11. That's the nice thing about how I do my TV programming is I don't have to catch it here and then wait for it to replay somewhere else to watch it. I could actually jump. I go to San Diego, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, and if really gets really bad, I can actually jump over to Honolulu, Hawaii. New membership level called First. There you go. I like that. So I do have some news to share later on about my divorce and my attorney, more my attorney than my divorce. A couple of the homies have seen it, and we are all just scratching our head. We are totally perplexed. As if $180 yesterday wasn't enough, now they want an additional $800. I can show you the email. It's redunculous. Um, and I called him. I said, I don't have it. And you sure as hell ain't getting it by March 16th. And why do you need $800? My divorce is final, right? Yeah, I thought so. Well, verify it. Call the attorney, call the court, do whatever you got to do to verify. I have an email from you that says you are divorced, final decree, congratulations. But they want an additional $800 for some reason. I know what my new profession is going to be, lawyer.
Looks like you could sue the lawyer now.
I don't want to do anything until the 31st day has passed because Lorna actually has, by Indiana law, she has a 30-day grace period that if she were to be watching this and if someone were to be watching it and oh my God, Lorna, you're divorced and blah, 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 she has 30 days from the date it was signed by the judge to file, I want to say, a grievance against it. I don't think she can change anything, but she can say something and it might prolong things happening. When I get to the 31st day, I've said this before, I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to be nice about it, but yet I'm going to be really scathing about it. I'm going to put a review on everything I can on this attorney's firm of how horrible they are, and I'll keep it professional. I'll keep it clean. I'll con artist. Uh, Sometimes you got to wonder, John. Sometimes you got to wonder. So I don't know. I went to Costco. I bought enough food to get me through May, I believe. Uh, Major stuff. I actually bought a 8 pound bag. Just think about that a minute. 8 pound bag of frozen vegetables. I thought it was usually 5 and 10 pounds. Costco, it's 8 pounds. I sampled one of their organic beef stew things, and it was okay. It's a little pricey at $19.59 for a little box about that big and maybe about that thick and maybe about that. It was too pricey. Um, I didn't send you pictures from the nature because I haven't received it. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Um, I've got I got some you sent me the other night. I've got some of my own to use. Interesting thing I heard on the internet today. I have not been on YouTube. I watched Rick Lakes, I watched Missy, and I watched the Filipino American channel, and I had Pauline playing in the background. Wasn't adamantly paying attention to it, but it was there. Apparently, in one of the recent storms in Oklahoma, Missy lost her router and a computer because there was a lightning strike somewhere in the area. It hit something, traveled down the electrical lines into her router, from the router in via the Ethernet into the computer, and she's hoping that she can just replace the power supply and it'd be good to go. I was like, I have no idea, number one. Number two, it kind of scares me when you think about it. And number three, believe it or not, I thought, you know what, maybe Ghetto's onto something. When it's storming outside, turn the computer off. Scary. So she was able to stream because she's got an older backup computer, and you could tell it was an older backup computer. But it was so interesting listening to her explain how this happened. Yeah, John, I really wanted to buy a hamburger. I sent John a picture of 3 ribeye steaks, 3 of them, and you guys would not believe the price they were at Costco. I know earlier today Darren said something like $20. About I kind of I kind of giggled, but I didn't say anything. Um, he was way off, believe me. The chicken I bought comes in a dual package. It's folded over on itself, and it's 3, so you actually get 6. And then in the 6, they vary from um, 2 and 3 pieces, so it's a good buy. So, boneless ribeye, 3 pieces of it, 6 pounds. Oh, no, 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 I'm sorry, 4.92 pounds. How much do you think that cost at Costco? John, you cheated. You know. I wished I could remove points. I swear I'd take about 1,000 points, 10,000. Somebody did me John's points. Yeah, John's right. It was a little over $78, $78.67 for 3 of them. I wasn't in the market to buy ribeye. It sounds good. I'm having steak on Sunday, but I did want to get one of their packages of hamburger, and it was just as expensive, if not more expensive, considering it was hamburger. And they only had the one package size. Because I asked the guy, I said, "Do you have this anywhere else in smaller packages?" He says, "No, that's it." Well, that's not entirely true. Over in the frozen section, they had what they were calling hamburger rolls in a 6-pack. They were pricey too. Long dog, I can never afford any the meats that Costco sells. I think the most expensive thing I spent was $23.95. I bought pork, I bought chicken, and I bought more pork. I bought the frozen vegetables. What else did I buy? And it was all under, it was 80, I think it was $84 and some change when it was all said and done. So everything I bought was $6 more than what the 3 steaks would have cost. That's why I go to Costco, because I can't afford to go to Kroger's and Myers and Walmart and all these other places to buy my meats because it's just ridiculously expensive. Yeah, I've heard that go ahead, Chris.
I said they are expensive. Kroger, Walmart, both.
Well, John and I were talking. I need to find a local farmer that grows his own cows and slaughters them and sells the meat. I do need to find that. And we were joking. It was over on Rick's channel, and we were joking about her being single. It was a joke. Most people realize that, but I do. I need to find a. Do what, Chris?
Take up deer hunting and have meat that way.
Yeah, I'm not a hunter. I've never had. What is it called? Venison, I believe. Deer is called venison.
Yep.
I've never had that, so I have no idea if it's good, bad, oily, dry. I no idea. But if I can find either a good slaughterhouse that sells to the public and or a farmer that would, hey, you give me X amount of dollars and I'll give you half a cow or whatever, that would be good. That would entail getting a freezer more than likely, like a chest type freezer, because it just ain't gonna fit in my little freezer. And I'm so glad it's 74 degrees outside right now because my house smells so bad. Ugh.
This is more like sausage.
Venison is more like what?
Sausage.
Oh, okay. I've never had it. I'm not a Costco member. I can't afford it. Yeah, I used to think that, but for $60 for a year, it's worth it. And gas at Costco today was $3 and a nickel. Gas everywhere else between my house and there was $3.65. So I saved 60 cents on gas, which was nice. I haven't done the math yet. I didn't have to put much gas in the car, but I didn't want to have to jump through hoops on Sunday morning to get gas to go on our little trip. We're going to go down to Covington and have dinner or lunch or whatever we're calling it. So I did that. Tomorrow, I'm going to go wash the car unless it rains, and then I'm just going to park it outside and let Mother Nature wash it. That's not really considered lazy, is it? Oh, look, it's raining. Be right back. Pull the car out of the garage, let the water wash it. Anybody have anything? We have a 90% chance of rain tomorrow, though. So my idea might not be too far-fetched. Wow, practically all day, too. That's even better. I did have some venison steak that I grilled over charcoal with barbecue sauce. It was awesome. Gas went up 70 cents in the last week. Yeah, gas is jumping up. and I anticipate it's going to jump up even more. Um, and I learned tonight that my route to get to where I live to where I'm going to be working is there's a big construction zone, so I'm going to have to allot extra time for that. We'll see how it goes. Long Dog, right now, dot, 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 there are very large Indian-owned gas stations, dot, dot. The best prices are there. It's probably tax relief, but they are very, very busy. What are you paying for gas out in California, Long Dog? I'm thinking maybe I should have started another fan in there as well, kind of blow that stuff out the door. We're in the $4 range. Okay, so that 401, 499. I mean that $4 range, 401 to 499. That's a $4 range. That's
$4.99
not
will be in the $5 range.
well, yeah, 1 more cent. That's not that bad. Um, I was trying to figure out how much it did go up because I like Scott. I think it went up about 70 cents in a week. Um, weren't they telling people to be careful eating venison because of the zombie straining thing going on? I have no idea. Um, I have no idea. I've always been fascinated by the fact that we eat cows, we eat chickens, we eat sheep, we eat pig. Do we eat goat? I think we just drink goat milk, don't we? Hello.
No, it's goat meat.
Oh, do you? Okay.
They
Love
eat
Travel
goat
Music's
meat.
in the house. Hello, Love Travel Music. Good to see you.
Yeah, goat is mutton.
Okay. Never had that
The
either.
same mutton is sheep, goat,
Okay. So
camel.
have you ever wondered at what point in time way back when, I mean, we're talking way back when somebody said, "Hey, Rich, let's go over here and kill that thing, skin it, pull its guts out, put it on the fire, and let's see what it tastes like. You can have the first bite." You ever think about that? I do. I think about stupid things like that. It's like vegetables. Who in their right mind said, "Hey, Rich, you see that red thing dangling off that tree? Go take a bite out of it." Rich is going, look, he's looking on the ceiling. Apple is it? Yeah. I just think about weird things like that. It's my thinking sometimes is very odd. Love Travel Music says hello to me. Thank you very much. Be sure to check your points. Exclamation POINTS. Exclamation points. Scott says they warn about it around here. I guess he's talking about the venison that might not be the best in the world to eat. Wow, Sam, you've really given away all your points, haven't you?
Yep.
Holy cow! Did you divvy that out amongst people, or did you just say, "Hey, eeny, meeny, my winner"?
I divided it.
Cool, cool. I've never had rabbit either. And I know my great grandparents used to eat squirrel,
Yeah.
and I'd never seen that either. Um, but then again, I think they had kids named Mikey back then. Mikey will eat anything. See, I had to reread that because originally I thought it said Mickey, but then I realized it says Mikey. Yeah, that was a pretty effective commercial. Give it to Mikey. Mikey will eat anything. Um, yeah, I've never eaten squirrel, rabbit. I stick to the basics, which nowadays doesn't include beef. And I like beef. I really do. I just can't afford beef. Yeah, it was one of the lives. It's called CWD for venison from deer in many states. Chronic wasting disease. Okay. Um, probably a good thing I don't eat venison. I don't know. I do not know. Anybody look to see what's on tap for Doug tomorrow? I know Doug's got his show scheduled tomorrow already. Has anyone looked to see if there's anything in the description? I know. Who reads the description? I was first, Scott was second, and Arnold Albert Green Acres was third. No, there's nothing in the description. There's no, hey, I'm going to help. I'm going to help Greg Guy out, or I'm going to do a follow up with Greg Guy, or anything like that. Of course, I'm picking on Greg. We know Greg's problem has pretty much, for the most part, gone away. And that's good. John says it does not affect humans. Don't eat too many. Yeah, my fish diet. Tim Tech's back in the house. How do you give someone points? Exclamation, add points at their name plus and the points. Or if you want to give your points away, exclamation, gift points at their name plus and the points. I like cod, but I've decided I'm not going to buy cod unless I'm going to cook it that night, because cod stinks when you cook it. I don't care how you cook cod. Maybe bake it, maybe. But when you fry it, when you boil it, it just stinks. I like mahi mahi. I can't afford mahi mahi, and I wouldn't get it in Indiana because last I checked, we ain't got an ocean near us. And I like halibut. I like scallops. I love shrimp. I love lobster. Crab is good. Yeah, I like a lot of foods I can't afford. That's why I'm down to $1.80 in weight. Betty's in the house. Hello, Betty. I saw you over on Pauline's earlier tonight. Deep fry. Here we go, John. Oh, I thought that was long dog for a minute. Deep fry or air fryer cod. I don't have an air fryer. I don't want to say I'll never have an air fryer, but as of this moment, I do not have an air fryer. I actually thought about breading and and deep frying the chicken tonight, but then I overslept. So that put that to the kibosh. That wasn't going to happen. Then I thought baking it. I love to bake. It's just so easy. Turn the oven 385, let it warm up, throw it in there, let it cook, and you're done. I need to figure out a way to steam my vegetables a little bit better, because when you boil them, as we all know, it takes away the nutrients. When you steam it, it does not as bad. Grilled fish is good. I have grilled on my grill cod, yes. In fact, I was thinking about that last night or the night before, that I need to get my tank replaced so that come the summer, I can do some grilling outdoors and do a live stream on me grilling. If you would like to see me do a live stream on grilling in the summer, put a comment in chat. I'll wait. Greg says no. Greg, did you have ice cream today? Is that the ice cream sitting on your desk behind you from Walmart?
No, I had my last drumstick. I'm gonna have to go to Walmart tomorrow.
Yeah, May 21st. I have to get to May 21st. That's just all there is to it, which I will. I looked at a lot of dessert type items at Costco today. I spent a lot of time. Okay, so X gift points. I don't know what you're trying to do, Tim. Exclamation gift points at name plus sign and the amount of points. So I'm gonna give, watch this. I'm gonna give Jamie some points. No, I'm not. My keyboard doesn't want to work. Daggone it. At add points at unbothered plus 1,000 points. So Tim, all you got to do is, if you want to add points, just give that command and it will give whoever's name you put in there points. Now, when you add points, it comes out of La La Land somewhere and it doesn't affect your personal points. When you gift points, it comes out of your personal points. You're gifting your points to them. At least that's the way I understand it. Winter grilling is good when you're hungry for it. I've grilled in the winter. And fortunately, my back porch is enclosed. Uh-oh. What in the world is that? Is that a new router? No, that is a new, what is that? What
Shop
is that,
vac.
Greg?
Shop vac.
What, is that a mini shop vac?
No, 6 gallons.
Like I said, is that a mini shop vac? I remember when the shop vacs were like 100 feet wide and 10 feet deep and took 5 people to move it. I haven't been too impressed with the prices of meat at Walmart. I don't either, Long Dog. That's why I have been doing this Costco thing now for a long time, and it lasts me about 2.5 to 3 months. I have to divvy it up. I can't, I used to get so mad at Lorna. We'd go to Costco and we'd buy a massive amount of food. And she'd just throw the whole daggone thing in the freezer. And when she wanted some, she'd unthaw it. Instead of divvying it up and freezing the individual things where, oh, we're going to cook this tonight. You take it out, you let it unthaw, and the rest of it's fine. Now, hello, AJ. AJ's in the house. Says hello to myself in the panel. Now, I don't know if taking a big piece of meat, throwing it in the freezer, taking it out, letting it thaw out, cutting off what you want, putting it back in. I don't know if that's good or bad. I've always heard is not good. So me personally, I chop it up. In fact, I think I have a video on that somewhere. In fact, I know I have a video on that. I thought it was a Ghostbuster machine.
Thaw it out and refreeze it.
Do what, Chris?
I don't think you're supposed to thaw it out and refreeze it.
That's kind of what I was thinking, kind of what I thought I grew up with. But, I mean, I couldn't get her to change her mind. So did Tim Tech ever be able to gift or give or add anyone points or not? Or did he put X gift points to Jamie, but there's no point total, and it's not X gift, it's exclamation. I don't see any more after that. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of prep work. I would say maybe an hour, depending on how much I buy. I think what I have from today, I can get that done in 30 to 45 minutes easily. And then I'm good. Sunday, I don't have to cook because I'm going out to eat. That's not a good policy. You keep refreezing the meat and you're going to potentially run into problems. Again, kind of what I thought as well. So, Tim, are you still here? Under one of the Timmy names? 60 degrees for John. John, have you ever deep fried turkey? Could you type the command in chat because I'm stuck? Go back up to my command at 1024. I'll copy and paste it. I think I can do that. I personally have never deep fried a turkey. I have had deep fried turkey. If you know what you're doing, it's really good. If you don't know what you're doing, it's really dangerous, or can be. Now, fortunately for me, the guy that was doing ours, he knew what he was doing. Greg Guy's got 42 degrees, so I'm at 74 right now, I believe. At least that's what the AI said. Let me see here. Exclamation W46217. Let's see where I am at. According to this, we're at 68. Alexa, what's the outdoor temperature?
It's 74 degrees right now with a dense fog advisory
Alexa,
in
stop.
effect until 9 a.m.
Stop.
Today's
Alexa,
high was
stop.
78 and tonight's low will be
Alexa,
60.
stop. It's like having a woman in my life. So the excuse me. The weather app on StreamerBot says it's 68. Alexa thinks that it's 74. Alexa, stop. Good Lord, I can't even say her name in a sentence without the doggone thing coming on. Scott, have you ever deep fried a turkey? AJ's yikes at 42. 42 is a heat wave during certain parts of the year for us and Maryland. 42 in December, that's golfing weather. Sun's out. I almost, which I knew I wouldn't, it was 78 degrees this afternoon, and I came so very close to going to play golf. If my stomach wasn't as upset as it is, I would have went and played golf.
It was about that here, Ken. It was in the 80s.
Yeah, I saw your message. It was like summertime weather's on the Zoom homies.
Yeah,
Scott has not made it, but a friend has made it. Yeah, I would be the guy that I would be the one that I would drop the turkey in there and it would explode. That's one of the reasons why I don't do it. Now, the guy that did it for us, he was really, really good. He did it 2 years running, by the way, and he was really, really good at it. And oh my gosh, that turkey was great. John says, Brother Dan, like the deep fried turkey, I use my Weber charcoal to cook it. Now, I've never grilled a turkey yet either, or smoked. There you go. So you just added points. Now, if you want to gift points, it's exclamation gift points at the name and the amount of points. Now, remember, when you gift points, it's coming out of your point total. I like grilling corn on the grill, both in aluminum foil and not on aluminum foil. Leave it in the husk and grill it in the husk. I like doing that. That's pretty good. I like grilling potatoes, both baked and chopped up in aluminum foil on the grill. My grandmother used to make some of the best grilled potatoes there ever was. She'd chop them little babies up into little bitty dicey pieces, and there'd be onion and chives and cheese and garlic, and oh man. So do you have a commands of the description? I used to. Nobody read it, so I got rid of it. Nobody reads the description. I don't know if there. Sam, is there a command you can put in to give you all the current commands that'll work on the streamer bot on my channel?
There is, but you don't have it right now.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
Well, you shouldn't have said that. We could have had some fun. We could have told him, yeah, here it is, and he'd try that for hours. We'd be sitting here watching him put that in over and over and over again. Betty gives me a dot. Again, the XP is not working. And I know you're doing it for XP. I know there's two reasons why you put a period in there or a dot or whatever you want to call it. One is to get XP. I shut XP off. Never will have XP on again. And two is so that you let me know that you're here. I would just as soon you say SWSH, still here, still watching. Hi, hello, how are you? How's it going? How you feeling? Other than a doggone period. I know it's a Filipino thing. I get that, but we're working on things. Use the instructions from Weber.com. I forgot how long it took to cook. Oh, here we go. Tim, you're starting to worry me, my friend. It's exclamation W followed by your zip code. Are you on a I gotta spell words out tonight kick or what? You put exclamation temperature. Tim's probably going to be the winner. He's down there in South Texas. So he's probably going to, yeah, 75 degrees. I would say. So if I believe the AI, Tim and I are about the same temperature. I'm at 74 something. He's at 75, almost 76 degrees. It's still not cold in this house. But the stink from the burnt chicken is finally starting to go away. Wait a minute. It is 76 degrees I think this is rigged. We got back-to-back 75.9. Huh. Yeah, but go ahead. Go ahead, Rich.
She put it for Texas. Same as Tim.
Oh, she put it in for Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, she did. I see that. Okay. Yeah, good catch. I thought she was putting it in for where she's at. I know she's under some stormy conditions later tonight into tomorrow. Alex said they've got stormy conditions for tomorrow afternoon, but he didn't say what they were. We're just probably going to get more rain.
Who got hit by lightning? Computer.
That would be Mrs. Channel. In fact, let me go grab you. It's really interesting to watch because it was in the beginning. I was like, why am I hearing what I'm hearing? It just makes no sense. And then as she figured it out, and then she was explaining what was going on. I'll get a link and put it in both Zoom and in YouTube here in just a second. And
come through the Ethernet.
That's what she said. And it it was cute. It was cute how she pronounced Ethernet. I think this is it. I think this, I'll find out in a second. I really don't know.
So basically,
Yeah, this is it.
I'm not
So watch about the first 10 minutes of this. I think that's how long it takes her to explain it. It is in YouTube if you want to go check that out, and I'll drop it in the Zoom chat as well, because I know not everybody watches the live stream, and that's fine. I am going to continue to run overnight live streams. I may or may not sit here for a few minutes after I start it. For the most part, they're going to be unmonitored, but my watch hours are back into the 9s, so this is a good thing. As we know, I want to get to at least a 28-day period where I see the word 1K for a 28-day period. Then after that, I probably will lose interest in it. Let's see here. We're still talking about grilling. Glad I have a little bit of chicken left over to eat. I got to figure out how to clean the stove. I mean, it's oh my gosh, it burnt. It burnt. It boiled over, and then the oil's in the chicken that boiled over to the stove, got down to I have a glass top stove, got down to there, and it burnt. I'm probably gonna have to get out a hammer and chisel. Greg says, no, you're not. I don't know, Greg. It's on there. It is on there.
You won't bust the stove if it's got a glass top.
Well, I probably would use a hammer and chisel. I don't even know if I can use a Brillo pad on it or not. I don't know if I
No,
can
not a Brillo pad, no.
All right. Well, I guess that answers that question.
You get a razor blade.
Straight razor?
A straight razor blade. You know, the ones with the little edge on them, I'll show you.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I know what you're talking about. So we lock the room, kick him in the break room while I wonder how well I wonder how well they vet the people who do rideshare. Charlie can't take me in any OGB. I got vetted pretty good, Jamie. Speaking for the company I'm going to go work for, I mean that's here in Indianapolis, Indiana. I can't speak for anybody else. I have no idea. I sometimes wonder some of the people I've seen, and that's not actually a very good thing to do because they could be, yep, I've got one of those.
Hey, take the top off.
Yep.
And you put a wet rag on there for a couple minutes to soften it up a little bit.
Right.
And you just take it and you scrape.
Sounds good. Long Dog is saying soft scrub. I think man, I can't talk. I think soft scrub is a little abrasive. Your drill? Oh, you buff it? You buff it?
Yeah. You can get these online for $10. And you pour the cleaner on top. And you just keep going round and round and round.
Could you demonstrate that again, please? What do you do?
You go round and round and round and round.
Go for it.
Would you like me to demonstrate for a third time?
I'm guessing, no, I would not. I got it the first time. Do you have a glass top stove?
You wipe it off just like you do with car wax with a microfiber towel.
Jamie says she's got to bring her baby with her, so she's got to be going to be working and install the car. Actually, we were trained. Now I haven't gone and actually worked to show them I know how to do this, but we were trained on how to install a car seat. So apparently here in Indianapolis, it's the driver's responsibility to do that, not the passenger's responsibility. And if you think about it, that kind of makes sense because if you leave it up to the passenger, they're going to tell you, yep, baby's strapped in, and sure as hell, you're going to have an accident. That kid's going to flip-flopping through the air. end up in another part of the vehicle, and you're going to be the one that's in trouble because you forgot to strap the child down. Did you know Santa Claus? No, I did not know Santa Claus. I got me some scrapers like that are plastic razors. The blades are going. I handle are made of plastic shape. So the blades are plastic. Are they? How sharp are they, Long Dog? And how well do they work? That's kind of what I'm thinking, Greg. I'm thinking if it's plastic, it's just not going to do as good as job. This is the second glass top stove I've had. We had one in Las Vegas, and a friend of mine got me a bottle of something. I don't even know what it was called now, but all you did, you squirted that on the daggone top of that, you rubbed it out, you let it dry, and then you wiped it off. And I kid you not, oh, maybe that could have been it. I don't know. So you've got a glass top stove then. Cool. You get that at Walmart? I know you said yeah, but you're muted. I got it. All right, good. Oh, that'd be so helpful. I'm 8 months pregnant and Bruce can't walk yet. Yeah. Um, yeah, that was part of my training. So, and again, speaking here, like one of the homies here says all the time, speaking for myself. Um, I can't speak for Missouri though. And I'll let you know next week. They are reasonably sharp, but they are made of plastic and shaped like razor blades. Do they bend? See, that'd be my concern. Is they might be reasonably sharp, but you might be scraping along, and all of a sudden that razor blade takes and curls and bends, and you ain't gonna be scraping no more. Just a thought. I will be right back with my camera. My nose is bothering me for some reason, and I don't know why. Yeah, I might, if I was you, Jamie, I might call the ride program, the driver program, or the ride share program you're going to be using. Just ask them. You know, do you guys put in my baby chair for me, or do I have to put the baby chair in, or how does that work? Um, and I'll be able to tell you guys more about what's going on with my job next week, obviously, because I start Monday morning. Unless I get another wonderful email bright and early Monday morning. And if I do, then I'm not going to go to work for that company. I was talking to my neighbor, Lynn, earlier tonight, and we both concluded getting a CDL license is just not worth it anymore. I considered it. I thought about, I'm older, I'm single, I got nothing really keeping me here. So if I could drive 6, 7, 800 miles, come back, do that 2 or 3 days a week or whatever, and make decent money, that'd be all right. I don't know that I necessarily want to drive from Indiana to Oregon, Oregon to New Mexico, New Mexico to Maine, Maine to Florida. I don't know that I want to do that. Plus, I probably want to. Hey, I happen to be in Florida. I got 2 homies down here. I'm going to take a couple days off. I don't think they're going to go for that. Long Dog, double-edged plastic razor blade, scraper knives with contoured grip for scraping labels and decal stickers from glass, windshields, and auto. Yeah, I kind of got the gist of what you would use them for. I have the resource number for the community healthcare worker who said okay. I highly recommend you give her a call then, by all means. John is laughing about something I said. Oh, probably the baby flying through the air. Amazon. Yeah, I've been watching a guy that does a lot of comparisons of Amazon.com and Walmart.com, and it is not Alex Cheek. Um, and he has come to the conclusion that quite a few things are much cheaper on Walmart.com than they are on Amazon.com, and the shipping um, time frame is almost the same. So I don't know, personal choice. I still have Amazon Prime. I'm not sure 100%. Well, I do because I haven't bought anything from Amazon in over a year. But I just know as sure as I cancel it, I'll need something tomorrow, and then I'll be up a creek. I hope they would install it because how do you put the dang thing very carefully? You very carefully. You hold the baby in your left arm up against your shoulder right here, very tight, and then with your right arm. That's a good point. That's a good question. And I really shouldn't make light and fun of it, but you would probably struggle with that. Um, I know the examples they showed us is the parent holds the child while said driver installs it, and they're not that difficult to install. There's some rules and regulations about at what size and what age a child's supposed to be in what type of car seat. And while I'm watching this, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, how did we live when we were children? How did we live? We stood in the back of our mom and dad's pickup truck, stood in the bed while we're driving down the road. We hung out the back window of the station wagon. I sure hope my mom's not watching while they're driving down the road. How did we make it? But I do get it. It's a safety feature. I do understand.
I remember I had an aunt, her back with my little cousin. She would carry him. He'd be sleeping on her shoulder while she was driving down the road.
I've seen that too. Yes, I've seen that. Scott says fun times. Yes, it was fun times. Um, I remember, I remember my mom and dad would be in my dad's pickup truck going somewhere, and we'd all be standing. Sit down, and we'd sit down for about 2 or 3 seconds, and we'd be right back standing up. He goes, well, at least sit on the wheel wells. Um, you get 5, 6 people in the back of a pickup truck. It's kind of fun. Jamie said crazy because the only app says if there will be another passenger in the age and if you need a wheelchair. Wow. I wish I could give you more information. I don't have any more information at this time. Maybe next week I will. But you said your appointment's on the 11th. So Monday's the 9th. That's next Wednesday. It's not going to do you a whole hell of a lot of good if I go in there and come back on Friday and go, well, I can help Jamie out because she's already gone and been and come back and whatever. Speaking of apps, I do have to write down a login and a password because I think, and this is something I'm coming to grips with, I'm used to you go to work, you get a card, you punch in, and you put the card in, you clock in and out that way. Apparently, I'm going to be clocking in and out on an app. Very interesting. I hope I'm wrong, but I think that indicates this might be job driven. In other words, if I'm going to pick on Rich a minute. If Rich calls and says, hey, I need a ride, I need to go here, then I clock in, I go pick Rich up, I take Rich home, and as soon as I drop Rich off, I clock out. I have no idea. I'm just speculating here. I hope not. Because if that's the case, I might as well drive Uber and set my own hours.
If you're in their vehicle, you shouldn't be clocking out.
Well, I'm not. I'll be using their vehicle. I have to drive about 30 miles and pick up and I hate to say it this way, but a short bus, and then go pick people up. Is the way that I understand it. Now I do know they have a division of they deliver cargo. Here's the caveat with that. If I'm delivering cargo only, I pull up, you unload the truck, I'm all for that. I would rather do that any day of the week.
Yeah.
Point A to point B, you're carrying cargo. But if me, is loading the truck and unloading the truck, those days are gone. Well, I did that in San Diego for a long time. And while it was a hell of a good job, it was work. You start at 4 a.m. and you were generally done by 2 in the afternoon. If the supply truck was on time, if the supply truck was late, you were up a creek. 5 days a week, and you could volunteer to work Saturday or Sunday, which very few people did. Great questions. Yeah. I wished I could help, but do you happen to know the name of your transportation company there in your neck of the woods? I know you're in Missouri, but I don't remember. Jefferson City, I believe.
Yeah, it all depends on what kind of dispatcher you get.
That's going to play a lot of it as well, I think. Um, wouldn't it be ironic if I went to work for Access here in Indianapolis? And we do have Access here in Indianapolis. Wouldn't that be ironic, given we know Arkansas and Pennsylvania both use Access? Um, but it's not Access, it's Indy Metro. Basically, it's the same thing, though.
I can just imagine Alex calling you and telling us you need a ride.
Yeah, pretty much. The way I understand it works in Arkansas, it's county driven. You're restricted to your county, with a couple of exceptions here and there. I know he used to take it to college, and his college was in a different city in a different county. I know he always complains that Pennsylvania's access is way better than his. Yeah, he lives in Pittsburgh, population 17,222,003. You live in Sheraton, Arkansas, population 5,000. That's a no-brainer. It's driven by the population. It's driven by the size of the city. But he could never understand that. He's seen it as access there should be the same as access there. Access in PA should be the same as in Arkansas, in his mind.
Every state has a different setup.
Oh, I'm sure. Great program for the elderly and handicapped. Okay, I missed a comment by Scott. Where's Scott comment on the program for the elderly? Let's see here. Unless Galactic and Scott know each other and are talking behind the scenes, which is fine. I have no issues with that. I see fun times by Scott. I see that's good, Jamie. I see
I think it's Meals on Wheels. Like two
Meals on Wheels. Okay, yeah, that is a good program. I could maybe do that. I know there's a little bit of walking involved, and I know there's a little bit of carrying things. I still don't see it, but I'll take your word for it. Now, I did a test today on my nap. I did not use the weighted blanket on my legs to see. I intentionally did not use the weighted blanket. I wanted to see if I get any leg cramps. As we know, Costco is all concrete, and usually concrete floors just kill my legs. I didn't get one leg cramp at all tonight. I really slept good. 10:49. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I see it now. Thank you, Sam. Blue fish, one fish. Oh, Ski. Blue, one fish, 26. Hello, Jamie. I think he's confused tonight. Good to see you, Ski. Hope you're feeling all right and doing okay. It's okay that you're here toward the end of the show. That's fine. I get it. Galactic drops a new short from the United States Army. Go click on that and see what it's all about. That looks like that could do some damage. I'll watch that in the as soon as the show ends. Actually, what's going to happen is I'm going to end here in about a minute and a half because I have to go set that up over there so that at 11 o'clock I can jump to Las Vegas. And if Las Vegas is screwed up, I can go to San Diego. If San Diego screwed up, I can go to Los Angeles. Those are the only three I've got set up right now. Any CBS affiliate on the West Coast that I can find, I should be able to watch. It's kind of cool. I really do like it. And I signed up for 2 years this time because the price was perfect for 2 years. I mean, I waited out, well worth it. Rich Rogers is checking this point. He's got 80,000. I'll do it. John is asking Ski Man how the computer repair is going. Did he fix the laptop? Probably not. So you should be in the top 20 because, oh no, yeah, you should be in the top 20. Looks like you are actually number 11, Rich. Ski says, no, I have to wait for my brother to help out, but thanks for asking. Yeah. Galactic Volcano's got 146,666. He needs to get some more points, get off that 666 number. And he's trying to remind me to close the show. I appreciate that. No reminders needed, though, but here we go.
Silk and satin and feel the night. Ooh, yeah. Glitter falling, golden light. Shine, shine. Every step a whispered tea. Moving slow like honey bees. Shimmy, shimmy, watch me glow. Take it high and bring it low. Down, down. Velvet shine, I steal the show. Feel the rhythm, let it flow, flow.
That's all, folks.
If we're connected on Facebook. If not, just send me a message on my phone. Let me know if I'm needed or not. I want to thank everybody for being here. I got a minute 46 seconds to wrap this up. Go in there, get that thing fired up. Grab a new water and watch my shows. See you guys tomorrow night. See you tomorrow on Doug's show at 2 o'clock my time, 1 o'clock in the middle of the country, and 11 o'clock on the west. Greg says, no, you won't. I'm going to be working on my lawn. You don't watch Doug anymore, Greg?
Now, I'm probably going to be sleeping.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Betty. Thank you, John. Appreciate all the thank you, Galactic Volcano Ski Man. Thank you. Sorry that I'm ending it early, but I am ending it. See you guys tomorrow night. See you on Doug's. Have a great night. Oh, yeah, by the way, if you want to join Zoom, you know the deal. It's up at the top of the screen. Bye.